foodies! Thanks for coming by, and we're making stovetop one-pan veggies to go with our turkey meat. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna get started. Let's get some onion in here in our pan. Let's get some onion going. So we'll get some onion in here, and we get our onion going. And then I've got a beautiful, gorgeous green leek today, which if you have never had a leek before, if you should try it when you're in the store next time. Pick up some leeks. This is what a leek looks like. I've cut it and cleaned it, so it's all clean. There's no mud anywhere. Maybe you've had some where it's been with the mud in it, but you got to make sure you cut out the dead pieces, and you go ahead and you do, to make sure when you're washing there's no mud, okay, or sand, because they grow it in the ground, right? And it's got mud and sand. So now let's get our leek right in here, right with our onions. So we're gonna have a beautiful and delicious, the leeks actually get a little bit sweet, and that is really making it nice. And so let's start. We'll get some salt in here. A little salt. Get some salt on what we're doing. And a little parsley, I think. We'll get some parsley going. Start our thing. I want some basil too today. Some basil in here. There we go. And then I'm going to, over here in this pot that's boiling, Anthony will just tip over this way, and you can see we have a boiling pot with water over here. And this pot over here I've got going, I'm going to put 1 cup, and this is what we call pearl couscous, okay? It's an Israeli pearl couscous, that's what this is. It's white, it's like a pasta. It's couscous, but it's a pearl size, so you can see it looks a little bigger. And I'm just going to throw it right in my pot, and I'm going to lower it down so it just goes to a rolling boil, and it soaks it up. It's kind of like when you're making the rice. Same idea. Okay, you can see it going in there now. It's on a rolling boil. And you could season this the way you like it. Let it get half cooked, and then add some salt, a little pepper, maybe some onion, whatever you like to do, okay? All right, so now we've got our onions going in here with our leek. I have onions and leeks as our base today, okay? And what I want to do here is I want to get these going, and while these are going, I'm going to put the lid on. And we're going to come back to our board. Anthony will show you how we're going to come back to our board, and we're going to cut up some more veggies. All right, so let's get some red pepper, let's get some orange pepper, and let's get some yellow pepper. So we'll get those 3 going, and I'm just going to cut them in half like this, and then cut them into some nice pieces so that they're nice for eating. You get something on the plate, because your onions are going to melt down, and when they do melt down, you know, you need some color and you need some other things for your veggies. And I've also got a couple of squash on the board over here, and I'm going to throw in our peppers here now. There we go with our peppers, and we'll get these peppers going right in. So we have a rainbow of peppers, right? Okay, and these are all going to steam here. They create their own, and I'm going to add just a little bit, in a few minutes, I'm going to add just a little bit of my chicken broth here, and I'm going to add it in there, and we're going to then, what we're going to do is then let it steam to a finish. Okay, so some squash. Let's get some squash going here. And, you know, you can use whatever you feel your family is going to. I think I'm going to use just half of each of these today, and we'll hold back these. Okay. And then what we're going to do is, because I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it now, is I've got some minced garlic, and I want to get a couple of cloves of garlic in here. So 2 teaspoons should do the job. 1, 2. Now you can certainly, absolutely, certainly use fresh garlic if you like. Use fresh garlic. I use the mince because it just saves me a little time, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do is put the lid back on while we cut some squash. So let's get our lid on there we go. And we'll come back over here to our board. And what we're gonna do is just cut some squash up, just like this. We're just gonna cut right through it so we get nice, somewhat even pieces we want. See how we do that? Just somewhat even pieces so that everything is gonna cook at the same time, right? Okay, now we're gonna get those ready. We'll hold those and then we're gonna just, well, I think I'll just leave these like this. Doesn't make any difference, cut them any way you like. And there we go. Okay, so now we're gonna hold these for a minute and we're gonna come back, and then what I'm gonna do now, because we got things going in here, is we are going to mix things up and see if our onions are getting a little, oh yeah, they're getting good. The onions are getting good. Nice color in here. And by all means, don't forget to add salt or pepper like I did. And we're getting this to go really, really, really nice. And we need to get these nice. And we're gonna add a little bit of our chicken broth, just right around it like this. There we go. And then we can put our lid back on and we will let it go and come up to a boil. And when we come back, we'll show you when we add our beautiful squash. We'll add our cuts of squash on top, let them steam to a finish. And by then, our couscous over here should be ready and we will have a meal to plate up for you guys to see. So thanks for stopping by. We love you all. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for everything. We love you all. This is Peter Carpizzos. We'll be back. Out.